Tune in every Saturday night on KZSM.org, San Marcos True Community Radio, for Discover Texas showcases musicians as well as performers, filmmakers, comedians, and you just never know what you might hear on Discover Texas, heard live every Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. only on KZSM.org. Share it, listen to it, tell somebody. Discover Texas on KZSM.org. Bass Cushion, right there, you guys.
Woo. Hello.
This is Discover Texas. We are here from 6 to 8 p.m. every Saturday, Texas time, if you're listening from anywhere else. And we are on KZSM.org. It is True Community Radio out of San Marcos, Texas. Space Cushion is in the house today. How are you guys doing, Kyle?
I am fantastic, Dave. How are you?
I'm trying to figure out this difference between your beautiful singing voice and the talking voice, you know. So we'll try to do a little something here. Kyle is a returning champion to Discover Texas, and he was here with Nothing Special. He is on the killing bass today with Space Cushion. What's going on, my friend?
Oh, not a whole lot, man. I would like to say we are one member down.
Yeah.
So I would say we all miss and love Becca. Wish she was here with us today.
It would be awesome to have her in here. She is, if I understand, the most recent addition to the band.
100%.
So, the man in the middle, Scotty, what's going on, man?
What up? How you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome. I'm glad to have you on the program. I'm, trying to reach out to all my friends that I've, worked with in the past and whatnot, and try to get them in this gig, and I'm glad you came to do it, so thank you.
I'm glad you're back on the air. This is fantastic, man.
I sure didn't plan on it, so I do appreciate it. It's, it's a welcome surprise, let's say that.
Nice. Very good, very good.
And again, another returning champion to Discover Texas.
Woo-hoo.
The man, Bill Corley. What's going on?
It's going pretty well. This has been a whirlwind week, so this is the final little chapter of it. Happy to end up or finish a Thanksgiving week with being on the program.
I'm glad, man. And for the record, he arrived first.
Gobble, gobble.
The man in silence. I don't want to. He doesn't have a mic other than his snare, in which he can be heard with. Is Wes Cummings, the man. He is the glue behind the kit, huh?
Hell yes.
Awesome. So, Space Cushion has been a band for a while. They're one of a few bands that I probably saw on a fairly regular basis for a while out at Hanover's and stuff. And a little clique going on out there.
Yeah.
The lineup has, fluctuated. Take us back to the beginning, man. What was the beginning all about?
The very beginning. I had left town for a couple of years for a job, and I came back to Austin, and I've been settled in for a while.
What year are we talking?
We are talking the right around the end of 2011.
Oof. I
was ready to start getting back into making music again. I had taken a break for a while with, I'd gone back to college, got my degree, started having kids and stuff like that, and then after a while I was like, yeah, I'm ready to get back into it. And so I was like, but, it's going to be, I'd always been bass player, the sideman. I was like, it's time for me to do my own thing. So I reached out, and first person to respond back to me when I first put the word out, put something together, was Barry from my old band Bag from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I want to play drums with you. I'm like, okay, great. Because, he was our guitar player, lead singer, songwriter, but in this band he's playing drums because Barry's amazing and can do anything.
You're taking the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, because Barry can do every single thing possible. Yeah,
exactly.
Gotcha. Group hug.
And he's actually still involved with the band, here and there tangentially. Sometimes he go on stage with us. We recorded stuff with him. We recorded demos. We had an acoustic track on our album, and we recorded that with him. He did the drum tracks and the piano. And so, he's still very much a part of what we're doing. So it's fantastic.
He's the sixth cushion.
The sixth cushion. He used to be the fifth, but he got kind of pushed aside a little.
Just a little. I'm sure, he's got a lot of amazing things going on in his life.
Absolutely. But it was just me and him for a while. We cut a demo and then started looking for people. And I wasn't getting any hits on the guitar players at first. And then, but then Bill had recently moved back to town. So we reconnected. And we just decided, hey, we're going to have lunch one day because we work close to each other. And literally 30 minutes before we're supposed to meet, I was like, wait a minute, dummy. Bill's a guitar player. You played with him in a band like 20 years ago. why don't you see if he's interested?
Right.
And I asked him, and he was like, I'm in. I'm like, great. And we've been doing it together ever since.
Now, to be fair, I had just moved back to town in 2011 as well.
Yeah.
And was, and I'd been playing regularly. So I'd gigged up in Boston where I'd been living for 12 years, like weeks before I'd moved down, right? So, the rust wasn't really, hadn't even had a chance to develop. But I'm like, okay, I'm back in Austin. What am I going to do? And when he was just moving into the place you're currently living, and he put this thing, hey, I need another person to help me move this thing. And I'm like, well, there's one way to get back into things. And so I called up, I'm like, I can come down and help you move your furniture thing. And then for like 4 months, we were all like, hey, we should do lunch sometime. Hey, we should do lunch sometime, right? He was working up at the Arboretum at the time.
Yeah.
I wasn't too far from that. I was living at like a Breaker and Metric.
Awesome.
Right? And so it wasn't too big of a thing.
Oh, you
and he's all
Northies.
like, so do you still play? And
By
I'm
the
like,
way-
yeah, I gigged like 2 months ago.
Oh,
so
yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, and so we got together, and then we were a power trio, me and Bill and Barry, for a long time. But at one point, Barry had to bail because 2012, his twins were born.
Awesome. Yeah.
And so he got to be a little busy.
Yeah, I bet. Absolutely. And you didn't want to step up and trade off duties or duties.
And, I mean, he had to step away completely. I was like, dude, you got two at once. I feel you. So
That's awesome.
So we found another guy who played with us for a while, and then he worked out great for a while, but then he ended up having to quit because he moved to San Antonio. And so we got another guy, our old friend Brett, and he played with us for a while, and then we actually were toying with the idea of maybe getting a fourth member and just putting me out front,
Yeah.
because I was doing bass and lead vocal.
And your leather pants.
And the leather pants, too, which I still have.
Jacob will pay a high dollar.
He will. He will.
He totally would.
Those pants do the heavy lifting.
Pretty much.
Take some balls, buddy. Hey.
Kyle had played with us a couple of times, like
Yeah.
on a thing here and there, like coming on for a song or whatnot. And
Right
so,
on.
Yeah, I mean, it was a natural step then when we were start talking about making Scott a full-time frontman to ask Kyle if he wanted to join us.
That's awesome.
We kind of played around with that a little bit because as a power trio, one of our things was always like a song here, a song there, always invite a guest player on stage with us for one or two songs. And Kyle did a couple with us where I was just, just the man up front and everything. I was like, hey, this is fun. I was like, Bill, what do you think about making a fourth guy? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, okay. And so in 2018, he officially joined as the fourth cushion.
Sweet.
I'm still on double secret probation.
I believe it. And how did you run into this Dave TV shirt wearing drummer? God bless you, Wes.
Well, we had to, some stuff went down with Brett, and he had to go leave the band, so, it just didn't, things weren't just working out. So we put the word out, and Wes was like, hey, yeah, I'll come by. And I was like, okay, and he told us who he was at first. And I was like, the name sounds familiar. And then all of a sudden it clicked. I was like, oh, I know him from this band and that band. He's fantastic.
Now I want to be clear that the first time this man showed up to play, and like it's, and this is a compliment. He had listened to all of he had it all down. He had everything on the album down. In fact, it was kind of funny because you record something and then it sort of morphs over the years. And so he was like, well, you played it like this on the record, like, and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I guess we probably did. I mean, I don't know, like, recorded that thing like 8 years ago. I don't know, but fair enough that you, took the time and like were ready to go. Like after that first practice. Now Wes would be like, no. But after that first practice, we could have gigged that weekend if we had to.
If we had to, yeah.
If we had to. I was like, well, holy hell.
Yeah. If you guys haven't met Wes, he's really a very down-to-earth, kind of non-assuming, kind of very soft-spoken character, like very seemingly easygoing most of the times, But
Until you piss him off.
Well, yeah, I don't want to try. But when it comes to playing music, that dude's like a light switch, man. It's the beat's on and it's and like if someone else doesn't know where they're going, all they got to do is look back there because he's steering that. I want to say F, but he's steering that effing ship. So he's a machine and quite a inspiration in the band. I was really happy to see him join.
I mean, and seriously,
It's nice having a drummer you can rely on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
and took us to other levels and stuff, and songs that either original or cover songs that we do. It's like is on point all the time. It's just like we got this. And, yep. So it's been a little over 3 years, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little over 3 years with us, and we've just been having a blast, and this is a great time. So.
And then how long since we brought Becca in? Around a year.
Almost a year.
Yeah, I was going to say about a year ago sounds right. I remember she's doing keyboards and vocals.
She definitely played at the
keyboard.
last birthday bash.
Oh, yeah, so it's been over a year.
It's been
over a year.
Yeah, well, I remember it was like we've been playing together for a little while, and then one day he just said, "Hey, do you mind if my wife comes by and jams with us a few times? She plays keyboards and sings." I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's see how it sounds." And she showed up a few practices, and then we had a gig, and she was there. I was like, "Okay, we could do this." I mean, it worked out great, and then. Very beginning of last year, 2022, I was like, if she wants to be officially in, she's officially in.
That's awesome.
And they were like, yep, okay, cool.
It's growing.
And now we're a 5-piece.
That's awesome.
She brings the sexy to the band.
Absolutely. Well, it's spread, I'm sure. It's there's a little varying percentages. So
well, now there's something for everybody. Right?
Exactly. See, there you go.
Jacob can't be the only one that's happy, right?
Exactly.
If you all have just tuned in, it is Discover Texas you're listening to. We're here with Space Cushion. I guess you could say Austin-based band, if you need a title. And they do play around. So if you like what you hear, which you're going to hear more of, they're going to perform live for us in a bit, and we're going to play some more music from their recorded material. But they do have some other radio things coming up real soon that are pretty doggone cool. Local Licks, Loris Lowe, huh?
Yes.
November 29. And that's what, Tuesday coming up, right?
Tuesday coming up.
Every Tuesday on the KLBJ. And then the Mighty Bobby Sharon's Cobra Cast on December 1.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And then a couple gigs we'll talk about in a bit as well. But Space Cushion in the house. And what we'll do is get back to some music. And next time we talk to these fellows, they're going to be playing some live music. So y'all stay tuned to Discover Texas. We do this every Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. on kzsm.org. And if you haven't, check this out before, welcome. Share it. We podcast it. All of the places you'd expect the podcast to be. And we do put the band's performances up on YouTube and Vimeo. So we have a Discover Texas Facebook page. You can find most of it there. And Space Cushion is all over the interwebs as well. You've got Reverb Nation, I believe.
Yeah, we got the Reverb Nation. We got, we're on the Spotify. We have our tunes on Apple Music as well.
Yeah. The band today is Space Cushion. They've joined us to play live, and they do have some gigs coming up. Independence Brews, the birthday bash. Probably want to talk a lot about that in a bit, but they're here to play music. Music. So you have some live tunes, I see.
We have a few.
Yeah. What you got for us, man?
Got a little tune I like to call Black Cat. It's dedicated to, of course, the Black Cat Lounge.
Legendary.
Back in the day on 6th Street, spent many nights there. It's probably why I didn't finish my degree at UT.
El Gato Negro.
El Gato Negro. Saw some amazing music there. Met a few lovely ladies, all that kind of stuff. So this is a song about just kind of being there and, the vibe and everything else and all that good stuff.
Chance
Awesome.
Kyle with the bass accent.
Space Cushion and the accentry skills of Kyle. Kyle Bassett on accented bass. So if y'all are just tuning in now, that is Space Cushion live on Discover Texas. Thank you guys for hanging out. They'll be here till 8 o'clock, and we'll be letting them play some more live music. These guys will be on more airwaves if you are tuning in Tuesday night, the 29th, with Laura Slow on Local Licks, KLBJ FM. They will be joining her. That should be an auspicious occasion.
Laura Slow keeping the torch lit for the local music, and has been doing it for so long. I mean, she is amazing.
I am a big fan.
She is fantastic.
I got to see her somewhat recently and out at the Hotspot, so that was cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
cool.
Putting on them shows.
Yeah,
so,
she's still out there, getting out to shows, supporting the scene, everything. Like I said, she's amazing.
Yeah,
Love her
I think
so
she's
much.
the best. We lost Johnny Walker. If we're going to talk about KLBJ, so
believe that was such a shock. I was just like.
Those are family. Like those people.
It was like I said, I was saying, Johnny Walker was like, he was one of the first DJs in town to give Bag like a shot, airplay, talk to us, the whole thing to help us on it. And he did that for so many local acts in this town. He cared so much about this local scene.
For real, he did.
He was just an amazing person, DJ, everything about
I remember in the Breakfast Flakes before he went over it, so yeah, big old Johnny Walker fan, man, and friend. It's a sad loss, man, but
very much so.
I'm glad he's able to not be all like not able to do what Johnny Walker did out here, man, because I know he wanted to do it.
Yes, absolutely.
Just physically couldn't. So
Yeah.
that man was still the last time I saw him, he was as Johnny Walker as he ever was. So but yeah. So anyway, radio in mind. Speaking of CobraCast, you're doing the Mighty Bobby Sharon show on December 1st.
Yes.
So
Bobby
that's
Sharon, another fantastic guy in the scene. I mean, he's started this CobraCast like 6 years ago, and that's his thing. He's always pushing all this local music, and he's out there, he's doing his thing, and like he's been doing his big party every year now for his birthday in January, and he's always got the great local acts out there, and just he works so hard. He's such a champion for all of us in this scene too. So
he totally is, and he's with my old compadre Nathan doing a regular video edition. I think.
The video thing. Yeah, I did that one time with him, and it was such a blast. And it's like I always look forward to it, and having Nathan doing that with him. That's fantastic because he's just. I mean, obviously
Yeah, he's magic,
Nathan,
dude.
He is.
He's absolute
magic.
So speaking of that birthday bash and slamboree, Bobby's got a hell of a gig coming up January 14th at Come and Take It. It's a mere $20 for Dirty Worms, Madam Radar, Broken Teeth, Stupid Drama, School of Rock, and there's more. I mean, oh my God, how does he do it?
Everybody loves him. They want to do things for him.
I think so. But,
which is great because he deserves it.
Absolutely. Speaking of bashes, man, what's going on at Independence Brew? Birthdays?
Oh, yeah. Someone else is having one.
Yeah, December 3rd.
Yeah.
All the December babies.
All of them, including you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Which number birthday bash is this?
This
How many
is.
years?
This one goes to 11.
Oh,
Goes
shit.
to 11.
The 11th. Oh, my
This is the
God.
11th annual birthday bash. I'm just like, I look back and I'm like, really? I've been doing this that freaking long?
Wow.
What am I doing?
That's insane.
So anyway, yeah, we have, as you all know, December birthdays always kind of get pushed to the side because everybody's all into the big holiday thing, and we kind of get swept under the rug a bit. So I was like, you know what?
Thanks, Jesus.
Right? Yes.
God,
Thank you so much.
What does he think? He's somebody?
He's a punk. Anyway, so decided I'm going to throw a big rock and roll party for all of us December kids. And this is a birthday party, and it's for us. So, like I was telling Kyle earlier, are you going to play Christmas songs? No, we're not doing any Christmas songs. If you show up in a Santa hat, you'll be shot on sight and probably dragged out to the dumpster where nobody will find you, okay?
Yep.
Now I know what I'm wearing.
Santa hat it is.
Hey, Daddy's got a new 45.
But I mean,
not really.
How many bands do you have playing there this time, Scott?
God, this year we have 14.
14 band. Who isn't playing?
Two stages.
Who's not
two
playing,
stages,
exactly.
14 bands, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, we've been
Dave,
doing
you go on in the middle of the night.
I think so. I've got a headline slot, right?
what we've been doing is kind of been getting just a little bit bigger each year, and then one year, I guess about 3-4 years ago, we decided it's like, if we're gonna have this many bands, we got to squeeze it into a reasonable amount of time, because you can't start at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, go till midnight, and expect people to be there, and I can't be there till 1 to midnight. I'm getting too old for this stuff. So I'm like, we're gonna do like was actually inspired by Dave Fest.
Nice.
Oh, I went to a couple Dave Fests, and y'all doing the double stage
Yeah,
thing,
man.
kick butt. It's like band plays, band sets up, boom, boom. I was like,
Absolutely.
that's what I'm doing.
Awesome.
Started doing that a few years ago. I'm doing that ever since. So we've been able to expand the roster some more. And I've always got a lot of bands who are interested and want to do this, and bands that I would want to be on there. And we have our guys that are there pretty much every year just because I love them. But then we also mix it up a little bit and have different bands each year too. So we've got a pretty good, solid, eclectic lineup going this year. So it's going to be a blast. And,
Can you remember all the bands off the top of your head right now?
I cannot.
But if you go to facebook.com/Austin Rock with a W, Austin Rock.
Austin Rock.
You can
There's
find
a
out.
full lineup right there.
Absolutely. So,
But I can tell you that, of course, we're going to be there. And I can tell you, this guy is going to be there. Mr. Bill is
Bill
having
has a
his,
special solo project.
Solo project. He's written some songs. He's going to do a couple cover tunes, and it's basically Space Cushion, but Bill's on lead vocal.
That's
Well, except that's so that I can focus on the vocals. I had to pick up the best guitarist I could find to play with me, and so we have Dave Erickson joining
oh yeah,
to do that. So yeah,
very
and then
cool.
this man here on bass with me. So
And last year it was Kyle, but he couldn't do it. So I was like, I'll do it this time.
That's
So,
great, man.
It's all very incestuous.
That's it.
Very much so.
Incestuous evening, December 3rd at Independence Brewing. Absolutely.
Well, it's going to be super incestuous for Dave because he gets done with Bill, then he has to haul butt up to Pflugerville and play with Funner that same
Oh,
night.
that's awesome.
he is doing me a solid. I gotta say.
A rock and roll
And
machine.
then, yeah, that dude's a machine too.
Very good. That's the one and only Dave Erickson.
The one and only Dave Erickson.
We got more music to come from Space Cushion. They're going to play live for us, if I understand. What you got coming up next, my friend?
We got a little song we like to call "Morality in Space." It's funny. This is a tune that me and Bill played in a band together a long time ago, and a few years ago we were at practice. We were just messing around, warming up, getting ready, and Bill just out of nowhere started playing the riff, and I was like, wait a minute, I remember that song. And we started playing with it like, this is a great song. We forgot how great a song it is. It's a Space Cushion song now.
Ooh, I love it, man. Well, y'all check it out. It's
1997, man.
97.
Did we do this here with Nothing Special?
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, y'all heard it here, man. I'm going to turn it over to the band at Space Cushion on Discover Texas. Enjoy.
Yesterday has come and gone. You left me here all alone. Forces that evade my goal of living for tomorrow. Takes me so far away. I can't wait for another day. Oh, maybe soon we'll find a way. If I lose it, then I will stay. Listen
That's baby making music right there.
That is baby. That groove, man. You're laying that down, Kyle. You know. So you're listening to Discover Texas, and before that, we had some Space Cushion who are here in the studio with us today.
Yo, what's up?
What up, fellers? So you guys have some more tunes, I understand. They have their instruments here. We've got Wes Cummings on drums and Bill Corley on guitar, Kyle Bassett on bass, the amazing Scotty MC Leatherpants Mother Effer on vocals and occasional guitar. Space Cushion. There you go. So y'all enjoy. They are going to play some music for us here on Discover Texas. Awesome. Space Cushion, live here on Discover Texas. Thank you, fellas. So they are here to play some tunes and tell us everything in their lives. We've been doing pretty good with that. And I understand you guys have another track for us.
We do have another track. We got one more that we've made our own, right? It's a song it's a song I used to do back in the day with the Bag Boys. You remember them?
Vaguely.
That's Philip Barry we were talking about earlier.
That's exactly
Mr.
right.
Barry. And Mr. Jason Smith and Jacob Turtle Neiman. This one goes out to you, my brothers. Turtle. Turtle. Turtle, turtle. One, two. 1, 2, 3, 4.
poppy bloom. I watch them become one. The wagon's been here all along. It carries wood and wine. Down to my friends that I must reach. Across the great divide. Far will I go? The moon's getting full. How far will I go? I carry one in the wood. Twilight comes to bring them dreams. All that I see, everything. How far will I go? The moon's getting full. Twilight comes to bring them dreams under earth and skies, gazing off into her sea, and I'm doing fine. I feel the trail beneath the wheels, they gently rise and they fall. Blanket of the glow of blue sings a good night song. Come on, far will I go? The moon is getting full. How far will I go? I carry one in the wood. Twilight comes to bring them dreams. All that I see, everything. How far will I go? The moon is getting full. Far will I go? The moon is getting full. How far will I go? I carry one in the wood. Twilight comes to bring them dreams. All that I see, everything. How far will I go? The moon is getting full.
Fire. Yeah. Fire, Beavis. Fire.
Great job, guys.
Es muy fuego.
Thank you very much for jamming for us today. It's Space Cushion live here on Discover Texas. If you like what you hear, check them out online. They are all over the place and they have gigs coming up. Let's see. They are, of course, on Spotify, Reverb Nation, spacecushion.net, Independence Brewing, December 3rd, big birthday bash, January 6th at Hanover's. We've got local radio with these guys, November 29th, Tuesday night with Laura Slow on Local Licks, and the amazing Bobby Sharon Cobra Cast, December 1. So they got a power pack schedule. Bill, you want to take notes on that? But Space Cushion is here. One last break tonight with the guys. Thank you so much for coming out to do Discover Texas.
Thank you for having us.
It's been a pleasure having you guys out, man. Having a good night. So I think Wes probably has no mic time, number one, but also may possibly have a Nathan story he might want to share. I don't know.
Oh, well, that last song, I was asked to audition, and that was the song that he chose to just, here, play this one.
Because it's easy, right?
Oh yeah, it's so easy. He's so good. I love Nathan.
He is a great guy, and I have seen him jam with a lot of great musicians. I'm sure you would have been amazing in that situation, but I think the band he's got locked in now is like money.
Dave Swanson is such a beast.
Yeah,
he's okay, huh?
man.
He's all right. That's awesome. And then I think Shadow Ministry, the bass players band, opened for King's X last night, didn't they?
Was that last night?
Yeah, King's X was last night.
I think they were one of the openers, and I think Battleship Down was an opener as well.
That's right.
That's Kevin Dodds is in that project
That's right.
there, and yeah.
By the way, We Are the Asteroid just finished up with the Melvins.
That's an amazing thing. He hit how many states, like an ungodly amount of states in a short amount of time. They're inhuman. They're not. They're machines. So, any shout-outs y'all want to give before we get out of here tonight?
Real quick, I want to give you a quick rundown of the bands that are going to be at this big birthday
I
bash in
like
5A.
it. So Independence Brewing, December 3rd.
And before I announce the bands, I just do want to let everyone know that this will be a benefit show. We are raising funds, as we have done the past few years, for Safe Austin. For those who don't know, they provide services for victims of domestic violence and abuse. They give them places to stay. They give them the things that they need: food, shelter, all kinds of products. So we will be raising money. We will take cash, of course. We're also set up to do Square, PayPal, and Venmo. And alternatively, if you wanted to bring anything, if you want to bring things that they could use as opposed to just cash, I'll be happy to take those. I will collect them. I will deliver them myself, as I have the past few years. So you can go to safeaustin.org, and they will have a wish list there. And you can go to their wish list, and whatever they have, if you want to bring it to the show, like I said, give it to me. I'll see that they get it. So the band's playing starting at the 5 o'clock hour.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. We are starting with Abomination Zero. Next up, we have Sizzle Stick, which the Mighty Barry that we were talking about earlier, this is his little project.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, it's really good. It's going to be a lot of fun on that. Right after that, we have Shelly Knight Band.
Oh, they're great.
They are fantastic. Love playing with them. After that, we have Brother Stone. And then we have the magnificent Bill Corley.
Yes, The Rock.
And then right after that, we have Mega Negative, a band that I've been wanting to play with for a while. Fantastic music. I just love what they do. And
positive message?
Can't wait. Very, very much so.
Yeah.
Mega positive band. After that, we have Battleship Down, who we were just talking about. Can't wait to see Kevin Dodds playing again. It's always a treat to watch him. He is such an amazing guitar god. He's incredible. And after that, we have the incomparable Dongle.
Dongle!
Always a blast with the Dongle guys.
Dangle your dongle.
Dangle your dongle, folks.
That's baby making music right there.
Totally. And after that, we have It Begins. And then, right after It Begins, my favorite Austin rock band, other than Space Cushion, Freebleeder, coming up right after them.
Yes.
And then, the Mighty Pure.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up.
Bill Sporting Colors.
Which Pure is looking for a new lead singer right now.
This will be your last chance to see Pure with their current lead singer, Caitlin. So if you want to see her sing for you guys one last time, you need to be there for that. And after that, Traces Left. Amazing group, and just such hard-working band. Can't wait to get with them again. And then some band is called Space Cushion.
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Never heard of her.
Yeah.
That's a.
You should check them out. I mean, not the bass player, but the rest is pretty cool.
That is a weird name. Where the hell did they get that?
Oh, man. You know those bands on the Mota. They're like saying, hey, dude, let's call this band Space Cushion, man.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's go with that.
Hey, you got those Cheetos over there?
And then they wake up next, go to What Have We Done?
Oh, exactly.
And closing out the show, the Young Bucks in Arch Ego.
Ooh, yeah.
So, yeah, we have got a full lineup of all kinds of amazing music for you guys. We have metal, we have rock, we have a little bit of punkish, pop, everything in between. So we got something for everybody.
And Dongle. Yeah. It's out of the whole
It's
circle.
dongle music.
Amazing lineup, man.
So yeah, it's like I said, it's going to be a blast. We're going to have 2 stages, so the music will never stop. We'll have a band setting up. We'll have a band playing.
December
As soon as
3rd.
that band's done, that band's on. So it's nonstop music. So
Independence Brewing, December 3rd. What a gig, man.
yes, sir.
That's awesome. So I think due to the holidays, I have another way to say the band name I can't say that you work with. So we'll go with the old Fockers. It's a holiday theme, right?
Fookers. That's what the umlauts are for, right?
Anything coming up in that realm, man?
Yeah, actually, I think we're going to do just this. Actually, just came up like I don't know, a day or 2 ago, maybe today. I don't know.
Nice.
Anyway, Friday, December 23rd. There's a big event at Come and Take It Live.
Awesome.
And so we're going to put some old Fookers in there. For those of you who don't know, it's a collective of a bunch of different awesome musicians who get together and play old school punk rock covers from like the 70s through the 90s, and we got some other people throwing a little bit of the post-punk and the new wave in there too to kind of mix it up a little bit.
It's a glorious train wreck.
It's a
every
glorious
time.
train. It is always so much fun. We just did a quickie gig last Sunday benefiting raising some funds for Phinia Griffiths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her medical bills.
Her wrist, huh?
And yeah, we jumped up there and just 5 of us went up there, ripped out about 12 songs, and we had a great time.
I'll bet.
Yeah, it's always a blast doing this. So
I hope
that's
she's
the next
getting
thing.
taken care of, man. That was good for you.
She's doing really well. She actually got up and played right after us that
about
night
that?
with her Diamonds and Dogs band.
So hardcore.
Yeah, she got up there, her and Dominique and their band, amazing. So get out to see them too as soon as you can too.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys. Any closing words? We're going to close it out here with some music.
Again, real quick, Becca, we miss you. Wish you were here.
Yes, indeed.
And love you.
There you
Yay.
go. We got Wes on the mic, y'all. All right.
We would have brought her, but we didn't have a keytar, so.
There you go, man. So thanks to Space Cushion once again for doing Discover Texas. Next week we'll be here with somebody or something, I swear, and we do it every Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. We hope you enjoy.